What's up, guys? This is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. I want to help you get to six figures and above and beyond in your personal insurance business, whatever type of insurance you might be in. I made six figures in the insurance industry for the first time when I was 25 years old, and today I wanted to talk with you a little bit about goals, but not just goals, also picturing where you're going to be once you hit your goals. Have you ever just sat down and had a conversation with yourself? Maybe even wrote out your thoughts and descriptions, almost journal-like fashion, not to the point where you're telling stories or anything like that. I've never been too much into that. Some of you might. But if you ever just sat down, had an honest conversation with yourself and asked yourself, where do I want to be 5 years from now in my business? What is the insurance business to me? Is it a side gig? Is it something I do on the weekends? Or is it my full-time profession? Is it my full-time career? Maybe you're just a new agent getting started out in the business and, you want to have 1,000 clients in 5 years. Maybe you already have 1,000 clients and you'd like to get to 5,000 clients personally under your belt in 5 years. Maybe you're making six figures already, but you'd like to make $500,000 a year, or maybe $1 million or more a year in your business. Have you ever just thought about it real deeply about where you personally want to be in 5 years? This is something that I think about a lot. I'm huge on goals. I try to end every day and begin every day with writing out my personal goals for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year, and lifetime. I try to make sure that I'm doing this consistently because it keeps my mind focused on where I want to go and where I'm going, and reminds me about why we do everything that we do in my office. Okay. Where I personally want to be 5 years from now. I've made six figures for years, have a very, large, good-sized book of business, specialize in Medicare health plans, hosts the Everything Medicare Podcast. It's become the number one, if not the number two, Medicare-based web show on the internet, on the podcast form, depending on the platform you're looking at it. And like I said, we're number one or number two on every single website. Where do I want to be 5 years from now? Where do I want to be? Well, my goal is to grow my business to the point where it's a multi-million-dollar a year agency. Okay. I have very, very big dreams. You always hear people, I can't remember who said it, but they said, as long as you're thinking, you might as well be thinking big. And that's what's so exciting about this business to me. It's because it gives you the freedom to dream, to live, to express yourself, to, intellectually and professionally stimulate yourself to the point that you can set targets that are just so exciting for you to be able to crash through. And then once you crash through those goals and those targets, you're then able to get to the next point and keep setting bars. I think that's, part of life. We always, hear about what's the meaning of life. And I don't want to get too philosophical on you guys. I know this is a, insurance agent training channel, but I think it does have a lot to do with it. You always hear about what's the meaning of life, and to me, I think the meaning of life is pushing yourself to break new grounds, not just in professionally, but in everything you do. You always want to be a better father if you have kids. I have a 9-month-old daughter, and she's my whole world. I love my wife. I always want to be a better husband than I was yesterday. Of course, in my business, I want to be an insurance industry savant. I want to be an insurance industry celebrity, because the more people that know who you are, the more people are going to want to do business with you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, it's about getting exposure from that standpoint. And goals is a great way, guys, to kind of keep yourself focused, keep yourself motivated, keep yourself excited. I encourage you today, sit down with a piece of paper, get a notebook or something like that. I always carry around a passion planner everywhere I go. I never leave home without my passion planner, because if something comes across my mind, I want to be able to write it down. Some people, do it on their phone or their laptop or whatever. I've just never gotten the satisfaction that I do just writing it out with a pen and paper personally. But ask yourself, where do you want to be in 5 years? What is the point of all this for you? Where are you going? And not everybody's going to have the same targets as others. Some people are going to want to build $100 million business that might be watching this. Others might just be happy if they can break six figures and they'll be content with that. Wherever you are at your business, wherever you are on your journey, and wherever you see yourself going in the future, make sure that you are setting targets that you personally can get excited about. That's what's so awesome about this business, is because it's your personal business. It can be whatever you want it to be. Just had that thought recently, guys, and I just wanted to kind of bring it to you and kind of express myself. I'm so passionate, and I've just grown to love so much this industry. I didn't always. I started out as a baby. I sold my first insurance policy before I could legally drink, and it took me time. Shiny objects were always distracting to me, even though I did good right off the bat in the business, and it didn't take me long to make $100,000 a year. I was always distracted, and I didn't reach my full potential early on. I've grown to love this industry over the years. I've grown to love this business over the years, and I'm completely laser focused and all in, and I hope that you are too. You're going to get the most out of this business by cutting out all the distractions. You can only fit so many things on your plate at a time. So for my personal plate, I have my wife, my daughter, my family, my small inner circle, and my business. And that's it. That's where my focus is right now. I hope you guys got something out of this. If you really did, drop down in the comment section for me where you'd like to see yourself in 5 years. I'm just really interested and curious to kind of hear where you guys are wanting to go, and kind of where your goals are going to take you. Drop a like on this video if you found it helpful, inspirational, if you just needed a kick in the pants, something to kind of get you excited to kind of finish out the week and finish out the day. I'm happy to be that for you. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more six-figure Medicare agent content. Next week, we're going to have an interview with Cody Askins coming on, scheduled next week. Hope you enjoy that. Here's to your success, abundance, and achieving your goals in the next 5 years. Have a good one, guys.